Well, let me tell you a little story here, or a couple stories about some of these finds on this little frisbee here. Right, after I get done metal detecting, I have some gold pans and some frisbees and stuff, and the good stuff I kind of try to sort them out as time goes by. But I found this one the other day, and I'll tell you a little story about this fork right here. I'll show you some other stuff in there too, stuff that I found recently. This fork right here is a freaking piece of art, right? I can't ever use it again, right? I can't eat off of it. I can't sell it. But there's just something about this, right? And I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna be honest, right? We call ourselves treasure hunters, right? Really? Are we digging up treasure? A lot of people get in this hobby because they want to dig up treasure, but I'll tell you the truth, man. Not a lot of stuff is treasure. Like 99.999% of the stuff that we dig up is not treasure. You know, a lot of things we really can't sell, you know, in honesty. But this fork right here, I found this in a park the other day, just down the street from my house, and I've hunted that park a lot. I mean, it's down the street from my house, so that tells you a lot. And I found this with the Deus with my black coil. I was kind of testing out some new settings there, and I pulled this out, one of my last few targets of that day. And I got a silver ring that day too. I just doing a park hunt down the street for a couple hours, and I got a silver ring with that coil too, with different settings that I had with this right here, right? So you got to be adjusting your settings and maybe adjust your modes and, you know, your recovery speeds and stuff like that, and see how they work and see how much different they are than your other settings, right? And to master your machine. And I got that epic little silver ring, you know, it's a little, just a small little silver ring. It's only about a couple inches deep. And when I got home here, I was so excited about this fork right here, right? And I still am excited about this fork. But I get this fork home, and I told my roommate, she's like, oh, what'd you get? You know, because she always asks me what I get for the day. And I said, oh, I got a freaking epic relic, man. And I reached into my bag, and I told her I got a silver ring too. She's like, she's really interested in the silver and the gold rings and stuff that I find. But I get this thing, pull this thing out of my bag, and I show her, right? And I hold it out to her, and she's like, what's that? And she goes and turns on the light, right? She turns on the light, and she's like looking at it, looking at it, looking at it. I go, it's a fork. She looks at me and goes, oh my God, Jeremy. And she slams the door in my face. She goes to bed. But treasure is in the eyes of the beholder, right? This right here is one of my best relics of the year, right? I don't get a lot of these forks. I get a lot of forks and spoons and knives and stuff, but when they come out looking like this is freaking the true treasure that we're after right here. Because it breaks the monotony of getting coins and pennies and pull tabs and foil and can slaw. You know, and every once in a while a ring pops out. Usually, you know, rings and jewelry pops out. But when stuff comes out of the ground like this, that's a good day detecting, man. Because you just don't find them looking like this a lot. You know, I was finding a lot of these with my Simplex and my Amphibio last year. There's a lot of them in my videos. You know, if you have watched my previous videos from last year. Here's a few more finds here. I'm gonna get my hat on. The reason why I like the Simplex hat is because it's actually molded to my camera, right? Because I've used it so much. I've tried other hats. I've tried to use new hats when I'm detecting. They just don't work. My camera fits perfectly on the Simplex hat. And if I try other hats, my camera wants to flop all around and makes a bunch of noise. My camera makes a bunch of noise on the hat. It's just, this hat's part of my camera, you know. And I mean, my hat could say anything, right? I don't care what it says, but just a simplex hat works really good for my camera. It fits. If I got a new head strap for my camera, I would probably have to get a new hat, right? It's just this camera has been on this hat for thousands and thousands of hours, right? I mean, thousands of hours, right? I'll show you a few more finds here. This is that duck that Jim just found not too long ago. This is that brass duck. See, yep. Solid brass. Freaking awesome. There's a few toys that I found. I found this one just recently, just not too long ago in a park. Tootsie toy there. Oh yeah. I found this one at the relic dump in the church there, and I leave them just like this, right? I don't clean them up. I don't put any water on them, right? I just leave them how they are, right? Because they look beautiful like that, right? Just to display it like that, you know, with the dirt on it still, you know, it makes sense for me, right? This one right here, I found in my backyard. I was using my Amphibio, I think with my 7-inch coil, and I had gone over my yard a lot, and I went out back by my chicken coop, right on the side of my chicken coop, and I found this back there. You know, I don't clean them up. I just try to take a toothpick to them and get some of the dirt out if they're a really, really nice car. There, I found this over at the relic dump in South Salem. This is just a part to one. I'll probably end up just pitching that one. And I have a lot more cars upstairs, you know. I have a whole plate of these license plate tags. I don't know how that got in there, but this is another car that I found up at Jewelry Hill, I believe. A lot of these cars I found up on Jewelry Hill, right? This Volkswagen I found up on Jewelry Hill too. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh God. I found this right near another coupe. I don't think that car, oh, right in here. I found these two near each other up on Jewelry Hill. And, you know, these are just beautiful specimens, man. Little micro Tootsie there. See, look at all the dirt packed up inside there. I don't really clean them up, man. I find a lot of these fire engines, right? I have a display of them, just the fire engines alone, right? This is that Roger Rabbit that Jim found. I didn't get this on video. Jim got this before I had got the site, and he put it in his car, and I didn't really show you guys, but it's a Roger Rabbit. It's brass. It might be pewter. I think it's pewter. But that is a freaking awesome find up on Jewelry Hill. This one I found at the State Fairgrounds. One of these, I think this is the one that I found at the State Fairgrounds. This one I found in a park. But, you know, you find a lot of Tootsie toys that are the same model. You know, just none of them are exactly the same. Here's another little bus there, or dump truck, or whatever it is. This one I found not too long ago too, just a couple months ago. Just awesome, just beautiful, man. There's some buckles here. Old truck there, some buckles. Here's another one of these trucks here. I seem to find a lot of parts to this type of truck here, right? You know, like this one right here. They're just not very strong. And a little bed to one. You know, I don't know why I keep some of this stuff, but I just do, you know. There's some more tags that I just haven't gotten into my other display case. You know, license plate tags. Here's another fire truck right there. See that? Just little parts to some a coupe there. Another little fire truck right there. That one's completely wasted. Right? But they're beautiful, man. Something newer. It's not a really old car there. Here's a Jeep that I found with a little turret coming out of it. I don't know why I keep these ones right here, these newer ones, but you know, I don't know why. Another little hot rod here. I have actually 3 or 4 of these that are in a lot better condition here. Another little coupe there. I don't think it's gonna drive straight no more, man. So there's a door, a knob plate right here. Look at how beautiful that is. All right. There's another little rodster here, a little hot rod, a little what are they, a Grand Prix car or a sport car there. There's a candle snuffer. Another little bus there. I found this just down the road out at school, down the street from my house. It was out in the field there. I found quite a few silvers there too. So, you know, there's some Model T valve stems here. I just really haven't gotten around to this. Look at that buckle. Beautiful. This iron stuff too. Once in a while I'll keep iron stuff like this. Just because I remember where I got them from, you know, some buckles there. I actually found this buckle right here, right across the street. My curb strip. Crazy, man. Some another bus here. Usually these buses don't stay together too good. And Purex lids. I have a, believe it or not, a little gun here. I'll tell you something about Purex lids. Some other cars there. Ford tractor thing there, part to a gun, really nice gun there, part of a buckle right here, really fragile parts to buckles right there. There's an Abraham Lincoln right here. Pewter. I found this down the street at the high school, just 3 blocks away. And some kind of tag or something there. Another little old truck there. That one's in pretty good shape. Another little buckle I found down the street from my house. All right. And this buckle right here. And these little clasps, these upholstery clasps to Model T Fords. You know, this one I found fully intact, just like this. And I get a lot of these rings and these clasps separately, but to find them like that, you know, it's pretty rare. Another little very fragile buckle. Some kind of key fob or something. I think it has an eagle on it. Another little buckle there. And I'll tell ya, there's a few paraphernalia parts from there. Some pot pipes. I find a lot of pot pipes when I'm out. And this buckle right here, right there. See that? Look at that, man. Look at that. Just some random buttons, an anchor button. And I'll tell you, right here, some I have a lot of Model T Schrader valves. They're called Schrader valves. But I'll tell you, these Purex lids, man, I have probably the biggest display of Purex bottle caps you've ever seen, right? I'm a freaking fanatic about Purex lids. You know, we keep some really weird stuff, man. You know, a lot of people look at this stuff as junk, but you know, it's awesome when you show a person your finds, are like, why the hell do you like that? You know, somebody said on my channel the other day, anybody can metal detect, but there's only a few, the special people, who stay with it and keep on digging stuff up like this, right? You know, I'm really not in it for the money. It's just a hobby, right? For pretty much everybody, it's just a hobby. you can't make a living at metal detecting, right? Maybe if you're in a spot that has thousands of silvers, you might be able to make a little bit of money, but you know, the consistency, you know, to really make a living off it, you won't make a living off it. Just, you know, mainly what we get is junk, you know. And there's just a little bit of my, I guess, junk to you guys. It's treasure to me. That's what I'm after. This stuff right here, that's what I'm after. And you know, there's some people that you can't make understand what we're going for, right? You show people your finds, or maybe your wife your finds, or your family members. They're like, why do you do that if you keep on digging up zinc pennies and a bunch of junk? I do it because I love it, right? It's hard to explain why I keep on doing it, you know, especially in the harsh weather and the harsh conditions, and you just dig up a bunch of can slaw and junk. But when stuff like this pops out of the ground, it's all worth it, right? It's not really worth anything, but in my mind, this is treasure, right? And so is this, right? This is treasure to me, man. I have just piles and piles of this crap, man. Piles and piles of it, right? If you dig every day like me, you got to have a system down to get rid of all your trash. And I really don't have a very good system down. So, well, thank you for watching. Please subscribe.